Now, Will.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Will. Welcome to the Late Night VC Podcast, featuring Jackson, Luke, Derran, and Zach. You can unmute now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. It's been months. I'm so sorry.
It's been a long time.
This is pretty funny. This is a good bit.
This
is a good bit.
This is all a bit. Everything's a bit.
The reason why we
My
haven't
life's a
made
bit.
videos in a
Yeah,
while.
there is a reason. We just didn't feel like it.
We're really
Not only that,
fucking late.
and then the last one,
I should
file for it was 5 gigabytes for some reason, and none of us knows why.
Yep.
And
Because
none of us
you are 5
wanna deal with
gigabytes
that
of
again.
brain.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's a high amount of brain storage.
Okay,
You can play
okay,
the entire
okay.
game.
How about that?
I can play a Mori on my
We're
brain.
getting extremely sidetracked. We're really
Jackson,
off
Not
course.
extreme.
Jackson, would you like to go? Will?
SCP talk.
We started
Silence.
talking about Amori. Okay, we got
Jackson,
sidetracked.
would you like to
SCP.
explain what's happening today?
So okay. The idea for today is that we're going to read out our Discord numbers next to our names and plug them
that
into
seems
the
like
SCP wiki and see what comes up. And we have
Jackson,
each of us
what
is
if
gonna
somebody-
read our own SCP from our own number.
What if
Okay,
someone
okay.
from the audience tries to friend us on Discord? What will we do, Jackson?
Oh,
They don't know
happily
our
invite-
Discord name,
Will.
buddy.
Oh, that's
Silence.
true. That's true. They'll just put in our
Okay.
Discord.
Who's going first?
You're the
I
top.
volunteer. I
Okay.
volunteer. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
I
everyone,
don't
I, already,
particularly mind if you just.
I know my SCP already because I've done this before. Because I'm a
Jackson
Read it
told
out
me
to
mine.
us.
Okay, read it out to you. Well, SCP-07 or
Okay, ready.
072. Let's see. You want me to just read out the description? Or you want me to paraphrase?
You've already read it, so paraphrase.
Paraphrase? Okay. Basically, you know how when you're a kid you think there's a monster under the bed?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, basically, it's a monster under the bed. And if your feet are uncovered or exposed to the air, he will his little hand will pop out from under your bed and basically carve pieces of flesh out of your feet.
Oh, I think I've read that one.
And you feel apparently you don't feel it
You have
until
a foot scraper.
you're literally in like a sleep paralysis state, and he just removes skin.
You
from
just
your feet.
wake up and somebody had like a cheese grater on your foot.
Oh no, it's not like it's not a cheese grater. Like they like cookie cutter pieces of your skin out, like
That's
all flesh, like to the bone.
I guess you could say that's a monstrous foot fetish.
You need to stop existing.
I
That's
agree.
That's what podcast over.
So, it
Ladies
doesn't
and
look- it
gentlemen,
doesn't
we are
kill you,
officially
but, you know.
banning William from this podcast.
No.
I
My
am sorry
SCP
if
is
you
kinda
enjoyed him
boring.
beforehand, but I think this is it.
My SCP is really simple and boring.
I think that my banning from this podcast.
Okay, you know whose turn it is now. I'm choosing because I went first. It's Jackson's turn. Go.
It's
Jackson's
my
turn.
turn.
Alright.
Okay, so
It's
what's
your
my
Have fun.
Discord
Go,
number?
go.
It's 1856.
1856.
That sounds horrifying.
That sounds like
The year
yeah.
that Donald
It does.
Trump was elected president of the
18.
United Canada.
Fun fact: in 1888, Jack the Ripper killed 2 people on my birthday.
What the fuck? What is this? Okay.
SCP
Fun
talk.
fact: there's an SCP, and the SCP.
Hey,
Foundation
stop
called-
interrupting people.
Well,
Oh,
Stop.
sorry. I thought you
Stop
were
with your
looking for SCP.
ramblings.
I
Important.
thought your
Oh,
SCP
hey.
was still being found. My apologies.
I've read yours, Jackson. It's a good one.
What is this?
Oh.
Special containment procedures.
Jackson, what's the title of it? That would help us. a
I'm
little
trying to find. It doesn't say on the
It's the corrosive corpse.
corrosive
Corrosive
corpse.
Ooh,
Yep.
Interesting.
Ooh, just like me in a few days.
What does that even mean?
Kill himself.
You dumbus. Anyway, SCP-1856 is to be housed at site, expunged where it's first discovered. On-site
You just gotta
personnel
make
to
static
cycle
sounds.
outer. Yeah.
Bro, I'm so excited for Star Wars Visions.
Will, you need to do your fart noise every time there's a blank.
You.
You need to make your.
Stop. Just read.
Let me know. Let me know.
Read the
Unsafe
SCP.
are to be cycled out of rotation on a monthly basis, eligible to return after a period of 6 to 8 months pending medical examination. As of blank 20 blank, only one researcher and 2 additional personnel are allowed in the room with SCP-1856 at any given time. The room is to be regularly renovated, with masonry repaired on a bi-weekly basis. Note to see Addendum 3. Researchers and other long-term personnel assigned to SCP-1856 are to wear Level C hazmat suits. So what do you guys think we're getting into with this kind of procedure?
He's a corrosive boy.
I'm gonna guess
can
that he has explosive intestines.
That's hilarious.
It's
Can you
dead.
summarize it again?
It's a corpse.
Okay. Well, I think he's dead.
Yes.
Rigor.
I mean, I assume he just, he leaks acid everywhere.
I assume that
Maybe he died of an acid
suffered-
trip.
Do you think that he?
He died on shrooms.
That'd be a
Died
pretty
tripping.
fun. That'd be a pretty fun.
Actually, no, it's a she. It's a human female.
Yeah, it says
Of
human
human
female
female
of
of
European
European
descent.
See, women could do drugs too.
Your mom.
Well, you didn't read out the description yet.
Darren, it's
I
your
was
mom,
lacking
shut up.
information.
Your mom.
Oh,
Okay. Continue reading.
Okay,
Please,
does somebody else want to do this one?
What you want me to read your description?
It's
Actually,
your description.
okay.
I'll read your description
Fine,
if you want.
fine.
I'll do it.
No. Description.
No, fine.
Description:
Okay.
SCP-1856 is the body of a human female of European descent, aged about 20 to 30 years at the time of death, showing no signs of decomposition, rigor mortis, or liver mortis. What the hell does that mean?
the cadaver.
That's his cadaver.
I meant this. What does this
That
mean?
means that you don't have a liver.
No,
No.
it's similar. It's also
No,
similar
it's
to
internal
rigor mortis.
organ. It's basically rigor mortis, but for your internal organs, isn't it?
I would assume so.
Yeah,
Liver mortis is the gravitational settling of blood. It's no longer being pumped through the body after death.
Oh, so it's where like the
It
blood
what
will go to your
what
back.
makes your skin a bluish purple.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's
The
Funny
Fun fact of the
cadaver
day.
was found with its hands, feet, and tongue removed, its teeth replaced with ivory dentures, and its eyes replaced with glass orbs fitted over the ocular prostheses.
Prosthesis.
I don't know.
Prosthesis.
Prosthesis.
Continue.
Forensic analysis estimates the cadaver to be approximately 130 to 160 years old.
Damn, Darren, how old are you?
What?
Darren, this is your mom.
Just stop. Just stop.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
We'll just prevent.
The bit's over. Jeez.
The bit died. The bit died just like this podcast did.
this is
Now
just
shut up.
insulting now. What are my feelings?
Just the cold Darren. This is your mom.
This is your mom.
It's like you poking me and just pointing to it like, hey, look at that.
Look at your mom. It's dead.
Hey, look, guess who that is?
Is that a
It's your
Suicide Squad
mom.
reference? Is that a Suicide Squad reference?
Oh my god, I'm literally sobbing.
It's
Why
your
would you say
mom.
that? Why would you bring that up?
It's your mom.
Luke, stop.
It's your mom.
Ah.
Luke, do you want to
Hey,
contribute,
hey.
or do you want me to kick you from the call?
I am contributing.
You're
He is
playing
contributing.
Amori.
Continue reading.
You're playing Osu. Okay, I see how it is.
Kick him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my keys. I'll be back. I'm sorry.
This
Yeah,
is, oh
give me
yeah,
a podcast
actually,
while I'm
yeah,
gone.
get over here. I'm waiting.
God damn
He's
it.
gonna drive over to Luke's house and kill him.
Okay, back to the topic at
Hey,
hand. I
I
guess.
agree.
I'm
The
listening.
amputated ends of the body limbs show signs of cauterization by heated steel, and further scalping allowed for fitting the prosthesis, indicating that these amputations may have occurred pre-mortem. Examination of the mouth shows similar signs of pre-mortem modification with the removal of tongue and lower gum line. No prosthetic tongue was found amongst the remains. The ocular prostheses could not be safely removed without damaging the body.
So, to summarize, she has got a whole bunch of replacement parts stuck on her, but not a tongue.
Bodily, horribly mutilated.
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Amen.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
wait.
love that.
I know. I'll point it out when we get to it. But
Oh yay!
Before-
it's
Sorry.
oh sorry. No, you go ahead.
Before death, the body
I lied.
cells began undergoing a process which prevented
What?
anaerobic
yeah.
organisms from breaking down body tissue. The cells began to divide, providing sustenance for unknown aerobic organisms, which began to escape from the body sometime after death. Once
Aerobic
exposed to
exercise.
oxygen, these aerobic organisms cause a corrosive effect on certain organic and inorganic compounds, as well as concentrated neurodegenerative effects.
Neurodegenerative. That's a big word.
Yeah, that
That's a
hurts my
big,
brain.
big word.
Living
Neurodegenerative.
organisms, manifesting
You-
in the mid and forebrain.
You didn't struggle with neurodegenerative, but you struggled with organisms.
And organic. He pronounced it organic.
Organic.
I think somebody was trying to speak as I did, and I just failed.
Organic.
Uh,
But okay, so this is the thing I wanted to point out.
Oh, yeah.
The cadaver was discovered in blank New York. Do you think that could be New York, New York?
Is this for average New York resident? I don't know.
Guys, can we talk about
well-
IKEA soon? That's like the only one I
why
know.
are you here?
What?
What are you
Because I'm
doing?
new.
You're not
I'm supposed to ask questions and stuff.
No.
Do you not understand the premise of this moment, Luke? Is we read our Discord tags, and we
Oh.
relate them to the SCP.
Oh.
Corresponding.
Can I change my things to
Proceed
IKEA?
to read out that SCP.
Okay, I'll change my thing to IKEA. Give me a second.
No, you're not allowed to do that. If you change it to not 1,000. What is it? I forgot the number of IKEA.
Well,
Don't
don't
tell
tell
him,
him. He
don't
doesn't
tell
know.
him.
I'm a
He
bad
doesn't
fan.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
Bad
can look up.
fan.
He can look up on the wiki. It's super easy.
Yeah. I
No,
guess.
it requires effort, and he won't do that.
Also, he doesn't have nitro, so it's not like he can.
Alright, continue.
Okay. The
Continue.
cadaver was discovered in blank, New York, behind a walled-off section of a shoe store basement. The owner of the store, Joseph Blank, claimed to be unaware of the walled-off section until the cement lining around the concrete began crumbling and the wall itself gave way under the pressure. It was determined that the condition of the basement was steadily deteriorating due to decalcification and bacterial corrosion, putting much of the southern eastern portion of the building at risk of collapse. The foundation acquired the property, and Mr. Blank was administered Class C amnestics, and finally compensated. Items recovered.
financially.
Screw you! Items
Financially.
recovered are logged at end of file.
Okay,
Ugh.
okay. Wait a
God,
minute. Wait a
killed
minute. Wait a
me.
minute. Okay, so the owner of the store is Joseph, and it says the foundation acquired the property of Mr. Blank. Do you think it's Mr. Joseph?
No.
No, I think it's actually Mr. Star.
No, he got to the joke before me. I want to die.
I'm going. You're not safe either, Jackson. I will drive to your house.
Yeah, I'm safe. You can't get me.
You can
It'll just take me a little longer.
Okay.
There's a train from. Oh wait, am I allowed to say that?
You.
I might just blank out what you said.
Edit it out.
I'll edit it out.
Let's replace it with like.
SCP, you can
I
redact.
don't
You're
know.
a fool.
You dumbness.
You
Sorry.
are
You man.
a chuckle brain.
Well, it's not like they know where in this particular states.
You need to stop talking.
Sorry.
If you're putting this entire bit out, can I see funny stuff?
Stop! You
Okay.
literally are saying nothing, so like
I don't know what to say.
you could
Ask
comment.
question when
not
you
play
want
just-
Osu. You
Luke,
Oh,
we've been
comments.
commenting.
I'm not
every
even
time
playing
someone
Osu
reads a
anymore.
paragraph.
Oh wait, give me a second.
Okay, read the next paragraph. Please.
Agents Blank and Blank
No.
were the first on site to oversee transfer of the building to Foundation control. The agents discovered the cadaver to be firmly ensconced in the depression in the soil. Bottom
Sid,
first.
are you laughing at bottom first?
No, no, just the
How
way
am I
he
gonna
said.
read mine out?
Oh, whatever.
Ensconced.
Bottom first.
Ensconced.
Ensconced.
I am ensconced bottom first.
God.
Please continue the reading.
Continue.
Attempts to Attempts at retrieval were abandoned due to the risk of damaging the body. Agent Blank expressed revulsion towards the body, claiming that touching it made my skin tingle like bugs were crawling into my skin.
It's like radiation poisoning.
I
Let's
got
go.
scared.
Chernobyl.
Jingle, jingle.
I love Chernobyl. Chernobyl's so cool.
Dude, Chernobyl's my favorite video game.
The corpse gave me jingles all over my body.
What
As
is
I go
this?
right merrily
What
along.
is this?
What did you expect from late night VC, dude?
Continue reading.
Over-
Continue reading, or I'm going to read.
Over a period of 2 years, personnel assigned to the site, including agents Blank and Blank, began to develop symptoms of neurodegenerative disease, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, face blindness.
Prosopagnosia.
What other kind of blindness is there? I guess my hands.
No.
My hands are
Hand
blind.
blindness.
Oh my god, shush. It means
Cap-
that like you cannot see faces while you just
Yeah.
like you just blend into other faces you realize.
Oh, I thought it meant that your hands couldn't read Braille.
Well, shut up. Jackson, keep reading. Keep reading, Jackson. Keep going, please keep reading. Please.
Okay.
Keep reading.
Capgras syndrome, Huntington's disease, varying degrees of stupefaction.
That's a spell in Harry Potter.
Keep going, keep
They're
going. Please.
I don't know what you expected from this, Derran.
Darren, why
This
did
is-
you tell me
You
this is what-
expect this to be real? This is.
This is what I hoped would happen, honestly.
This is
entire
I'm interested.
this
Stupefaction.
entire podcast is just shit that we do.
I know I'm just interested in this, please.
Okay,
Continue
of
reading,
stupefaction were also recorded, consistent with the catatonic type of schizophrenia. 2 researchers began to exhibit signs of paranoia and delusions consistent with the Capgras syndrome, believing that several guards and agents assigned to the site had been replaced by
Shut up.
If anyone says anything, I'm banning you.
The
If
two-
you say anything, I'm banning you. If you say anything, I'm banning you.
The 2 were later found
You want to stop?
were found comatose while en route to site Blank and subsequently expired autopsies.
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 Autopsy.
Autopsies.
Autopsy. Not autopsy. Autopsy.
Autopsies. On the 2 confirmed severe physical damage to the brains consistent with toxic as well as traumatic encephalopathy.
More like
Also,
consistent with
wait,
this call.
question.
Yeah.
As someone who is not familiar with SCP, can they be like killed by like space exposure?
Certain SCPs
Depends
can.
on what you're referring to.
The imposters. I
Blue.
didn't say it.
Those are schizophrenic. Oh, you made him leave. Okay.
He's gone.
I muted Discord. That makes the noise, so I
He's
can't
banned.
hear it.
I told him if anyone said anything, I'd ban them.
Space exposure. I hate him.
He is a special kind of person.
Will's next.
I haven't said anything
Within
yet.
that period of time, blank percentage of personnel assigned to the site had died, with an additional blank percent forced to retire due to disability. All of those affected were found to have spent less than 1 month on site, with medical examiners revealing no signs of brain damage. Containment procedures were adjusted based upon the schedules of the unaffected personnel.
No signs of brain damage? Couldn't be this cool.
Oh, wait. It's midnight. It's no longer 21 day.
Oh no!
That's so depressing.
Like I said earlier, I wish you all a happy 21 day.
I
21
also-
I'm
day.
gonna change
It's
my profile
7.
picture back.
It's
Judgment has
7:03
arrived.
for me. It's 7:03 a.m. for me.
Yeah,
What?
You guys are lucky.
That's what my clock
Okay.
says.
Okay, I believe it. Addendums. I like addendums. Addendums. are
Addendum
fun.
1. testing
Within the
of
one.
Site Blank and investigation of the surrounding area revealed a number of reported cases of neurodegenerative diseases, beginning to spike considerably from the time of the object's discovery. My brain is dying from this article.
Just
The
like the consistent brain damage.
Yeah, exactly. The increase in civilian deaths
Yeah.
linked to neurological illness caught the attention of local news stations, necessitating action on the part of Foundation Front Organization Redacted.
I'm gonna say that's Jimmy John's Pizza. Or Jimmy. What's
What?
this?
Jimmy
John's
John's.
subs.
What?
Jimmy John's Pizza. Okay.
Wait, Jimmy John's makes pizza?
No, I thought they made pizza. I got that mixed up with Papa John's.
Ah!
I didn't know.
Uh,
Wait, Jimmy John's makes. I'm looking this up now.
I
No,
regret
they
joining
don't.
this.
Hey,
You
wanted
should.
to be here. You wanted to be here. I don't
But
regret this.
welcome.
This is funny. I like this.
Welcome to
go.
the late night
It's,
VC.
it's
podcast.
funny, but it does hurt.
Well,
Oh.
what did you expect?
We're not even halfway done
Did
yet.
you expect a
buckaroo.
well-structured, organized podcast?
I
Nah,
wish
That's
I did.
boring. Anyway.
that's
wish I did.
Hey, my good friend Jackson, is the that bit where I may or may not have gotten banned for a tiny bit, is that going to be in the podcast?
Stop calling everything a bit. That bit, my god.
That's gonna be the
Our
podcast. Screw you.
Our lives are just bits.
Okay.
Okay,
addendum two, blah, blah, blah.
okay. Blank
Addendum dos.
to this blank square kilometers
Square.
of blank was partitioned and
Hey,
placed
you're
under
blank
quarantine.
squares.
Shut up now.
Can we serve a mute?
Under quarantine, under
He
the
has
pretense of redacted.
Under the
Nah.
pretense of our subway is shit. It's not the joke, it's the laugh.
God, I hate you right now.
Mr. Krabs. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Mr. Krabs.
Mr.
Boy,
Krabs, the Krabby Patty secret formula. Give it to me.
Please,
Yeah, I'll
Mr.
just do
Krabs,
that.
don't turn me into marketable
Anyway,
plushies.
addendum 2.
Marketable.
Frequent renovation of the room containing SCP-1856 has proven largely successful in containing the release and reproduction of these aerobic organisms.
Good job, you got the word right. Good job.
Introduction of hazmat suits have proven successful in allowing personnel to remain on site for extended periods of time. Reports of neurodegenerative diseases in the region have begun to drop off as the number of new cases stabilizes and the affected persons die off. Pending further information, quarantine is to be lifted on redacted.
Okay.
See, the quarantine's on the entire world.
The recovered materials. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen.
God, do you think that corpse started?
Is that good?
Addendum
Oh
3!
my gosh, they ate a corpse and COVID happened.
Corpse husband?
Makes sense.
Wait, oh.
No.
Did you
That's the
think
first
corpse
thing that
ate
I thought of
soup?
when I heard that.
Corpse husband.
When those words were uttered by Jackson.
They ate corpse husband and caused the entirety of COVID.
Please stop. Just
I look at my second
Please.
monitor, I just see Luke's profile picture.
addendum 3, por favor.
Addendum 3. Frequency of room renovation and repair has been increased to bi-weekly now, necessitating 2 individuals qualified to handle masonry repair. Rate of decay has been increasing,
only
although
Oh.
at a remarkably depreciated rate. Current rate, it is estimated that SCP-1856 must be relocated within the next 5 to 6 years to avoid another potential outbreak. In the meantime, lifting of quarantine is authorized unredacted. And that's the end of it.
Well, no, you have to
Well,
read.
you
have
can
to-
read
have
out
to
Recovered
read
materials aren't
Yeah,
cool.
these aren't
That's
cool.
boring.
It's just prosthetic hand.
3 teacups made of
3.
bone china.
One photograph
Sorry.
held underneath
Hey,
the prosthetic
Jackson?
hand. Photograph
Yeah?
is badly. Dude,
Should I
Big
read
Boss
mine
is
now?
playing Sonic Adventure 2.
What?
Should I read mine out?
We could do you next.
Well, hold on.
We
Let's-
could also
let's
discuss this SCP.
Yeah,
though.
let's review.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, yeah, no, I
just
think
to give
we've done
context,
it.
I have no idea what was happening the entire time. I think the corpse causes Alzheimer's.
Okay.
or something.
A corpse releases these funny little organisms that happen to cause neurodegenerative diseases in people that are around them for extended periods of time.
Basically, it's just
Thank you, Zach, so much. I now perfectly understand.
Yeah,
I am the audience surrogate.
Yes, you are now.
I
Deal
just
with
put my fist in the air and
Congrats.
then realized nobody could see me do it. It made me very
Corpse
sad.
make people become not cool.
Corpse.
Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
that.
Alright,
You honestly,
So,
anytime, buddy.
Jackson,
That was great.
go to
Thank
Darren's SCP. What's
I
Darren's
thought I was
number?
gonna read it on myself.
Well, yeah,
you
you're
are
gonna
going
go-
to read it.
It's just gonna
but-
be on
Oh
Jackson's
no, but I
screen
was gonna
for,
read it on my own.
Well,
Yeah, no, you can read it on your own screen. Will's just too lazy to pull it up on his own so he can see what's going on.
Yeah. Also, I'm not doing that for myself. I'm just gonna read off of Jackson's screen.
Oh, SCP-281, the snooze alarm.
281.
Lord.
It's right in the middle of us.
Snooze
Oh wait, I
alarm.
can do 60. Wait. Oh.
Shut.
Oh?
I want to read this, and there's gonna be no distractions.
hold
There's
on.
gonna be
Joe
no
wants to join.
shenanigans.
It looks like
That's
Joe.
lame. You're lame. There are going to be shenanigans.
Looks like Joe wants to
Please.
No, it's
Are you adding another brother?
No.
Luke, never speak
too
again.
much.
Alright, special containment procedures. SCP-281 is currently contained within maximum security storage locker 18E on level 7 of Research Equility and Containment Site 76. SCP-281's lithium-ion battery pack is to remain plugged into the site's main power grid unless used in testing. Necessary cables have been supplied and are stored with the object. Because of the nature of the object's anomalous properties, testing on SCP-281 is to be authorized by the Level 4 senior member of research staff currently assigned to this project. D-Class personnel used in testing are not to be informed of the nature of SCP-281.
Let's
Very cool.
hold on.
Those
Let's
poor
break.
boys.
Let's break that down.
No,
Let's break that down.
no,
So
yes.
hold on. Something that stands out to me: D-class personnel used in testing are not to be informed on the nature of SCP of the SCP.
Yes.
That means that in other SCPs, D-class are actually told what they're getting into.
Some of the time, yes.
Sometimes.
Remarkably,
Imagine being an
curious.
being that
It
guy.
depends on what the scientist wants to find out.
That one guy.
imagine being the guy who told them that they're going down the staircase. That would suck.
Imagine being the guy that said, "Hey, you're gonna go clean that statue that moves really fast and snaps your neck when you
Hey,
yell. You're gonna go clean his cell."
You're
No, no,
going
no,
to the potato dimension, motherfucker.
Nah, just one of the scientists say, "Hey, can you go down those stairs?" I think I left my book there.
Yo, I think I left my clipboard down them stairs.
yeah, come on, please, man.
Did you go get my clipboard? It was my favorite clipboard.
Come on, help me put it out.
It had a really cool pin holder on it, and it had.
paper
I'm
clippings.
still hung up on you're going to
That-
the potato dimension.
Stop!
It's not funny. It's just
You're not going to the potato dimension. You're
It's
not
just
going to
island.
Idaho. I'm sorry. I'm
just
not sending you
island.
to Idaho. You
You're
cannot go
going
to
Idaho's a
Idaho.
lovely place,
Potato
though.
Calm
dimension.
down.
Very,
Just
very
island.
nice.
It's
very,
the
very
potato
pleasant.
dimension.
Right,
sorry.
wasn't
Right,
pleased.
right.
All right, Darren, go.
Hey, continue.
Hey, just
Zach,
go-
stop
Shut the
interrupting.
fuck. Shut up, die. SCP-281 is a makeshift device measuring approximately 25 by 35 by 20 centimeters. Built into the device is a high-capacity lithium-ion laptop battery to provide power. In addition, the object incorporates a variety of components from such diverse sources as a Philips brand alarm clock, a digital kitchen timer of unknown make and model, an NEC PC 821 201A, a portable computer, and a USB keyboard. Brand unknown. Attempts to reverse engineer it have thus far not yielded any significant results. SCP-281 is currently not believed to be functioning as intended by its creator.
So, do you think that this could be an Anderson Robotics creation?
Do you think this
Maybe.
could
I don't
a
think
hunk of junk?
so.
Uh,
I think
I think it'd be-
Anderson Robotics are
think-
they're quite literally branded. So
do you think
they
it's
would know if
Skynet?
it was an Anderson.
oh, maybe it's a
product.
factory. Maybe it's a factory product. That's also a possibility.
Do you think it's Skynet?
I
Do
don't
you
know
think
if it's factory product.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
know.
Go
Maybe-
keep reading and we'll find out.
Maybe it's
made
the
in China?
Amish.
It's made in China.
It's the Amish.
Amish. Uh-huh.
the
There's
darn
after us.
Quakers did it.
The Quakers.
The
Quakers
darn
up in-
Quakers did it.
The Quakers up in New England.
I hate
Quakers
that. I
brand.
literally have
Ooh.
Quaker oats in my fucking cupboard. Go away.
Quaker oats. Yo, eat them
Quaker
oats,
oats.
bro.
Eat them up. Eat them up. Eat 'em up.
Quaker oats.
These are not
Hey,
Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
SCP-281's effects become
Eat 'em up,
apparent
eat
when
'em
the
up.
following tasks are performed in the correct sequence. 1. Subject sets an alarm using the alarm clock interface. 2. Subject waits for the alarm to sound and presses the alarm clock snooze button. The depression of the snooze button triggers the creation of a localized temporal anomaly around SCP-281. The area affected is a spherical field with the approximate radius of 6 meters centered on SCP-281 and designated SCP-281-1. Personnel and items outside this anomaly are not affected in any way. How the device creates the temporal anomaly is unknown at this time. The kitchen timer component of SCP-281 will display 9 o'clock when SCP-281-1 is created and begin counting down. Setting the kitchen timer to any other amount of minutes or seconds prior to activation does not appear to have any effect on SCP-281's functioning. So,
Wait, what is
kitchen
it?
timer of death?
Oh
I don't know.
no! What is the
Dude.
countdown?
It sends you to the potato dimension.
No.
I'm never gonna let that big
No.
That's like the best place to go, though. Why
No,
would
it's-
you be upset?
Commencing
only
Sashification.
Yeah, the Sashification
Oh my God,
begins.
no.
We will all ascend and become
Please.
This is
browsers.
horrible.
No,
This is
no, no.
horrible.
It's already
You are bad
21
people.
day. It's
No, I'm
already
very
21.
cool.
I'm
You are
gonna-
bad.
Gonna
You are
pray.
a bad person.
I'm
I'm
gonna,
very cool.
I'm gonna go
You know
cross
what,
up.
Luke. That's what I think of you, Luke.
Why?
Yeah, anytime, Zach. Anytime. It's like a,
Why did Ryan just say? Why did Ryan just say what the fuck in general?
I'm gonna believe in how you unlink your Twitter from Amazon.
no
Stop.
swearing. No more saying cuss words, guys.
No more cuss words, guys.
It's inappropriate and violent.
Okay, continue. Continue.
Okay, sure. Within SCP-2811, time passes at an extremely increased rate, with 9 minutes lapsing inside it compared to approximately 1 millisecond outside. From a perspective of those inside the temporal anomaly, time moves at a normal rate while outside of SCP-2811. Time appears to have effectively stopped. Subjects
Read the
within
footnote.
SCP... What?
Read the footnote.
Oh, there's a footnote?
Yeah,
Why do
you
I...
gotta read it. You
Where's
just,
the
you just
footnote?
put your
What are
own
you
cursor
on?
over it.
Okay, how about I'll just say the number 1.
Okay,
Subjects
thank you.
within SCP-2811 can move around within its limits, but attempts to have subjects cross from an active instance of SCP-2811 into an area beyond its influence have invariably resulted in subjects undergoing massive and acute cellular disruption along the line separating those parts inside and those outside of SCP-2811. A similar effect has been observed on subjects and objects brought into the instance of SCP-2811 outside its area of effect. It is proven possible to move SCP-2811 by transporting SCP-281 to a different location while active, but any materials, biological or otherwise, immediately suffer a massive cellular and molecular disruption as described above. Any organic material present within SCP-2811 when the device is activated is subject to normal biological processes over a period of time that lapses inside SCP-2811.
Basically, if you
It's
try and
time
leave the
zone.
if you leave the twilight zone, as it were, you just get ruptured.
You are not Bulgarian.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was trying really hard not to laugh.
I'm just gonna say that out of context.
You
You
are
are not
Bulgarian.
Bulgarian. You know what,
Can
Will?
I
You'll
just
never
say
be Bulgarian.
that like as soon as this started, another like fortune out of the fortune cookie like fell off, and it said a fun party with your close friends is in your future.
Oh,
That's
hell
not-
yeah.
Definitely
Dude.
not this.
Dude,
Yeah. Where's the fun?
where'd you get those fortune cookies, Jackson? I'm gonna go there and see if I can get the one that says you're gonna get a buttload of money.
Jackson,
What?
I'm not having fun.
I'm not having fun,
I
SpongeBob
want
gif.
to go
I-
home. I want to go home.
Alright.
Scroll
Gone
down a little.
home.
Scroll down a little.
That's too far.
Right. It's okay. Well, there's a photo, but I'll read at the end just to spite you.
Aww.
Alright, to those outside of SCP-2811, no time appears to have passed. If subjects present in an active instance of SCP-2811 have moved during the period of time SCP-2811 was active, they will seem to have teleported to their new location. As the timer reaches 0 minutes and 0 seconds, the alarm sounds again, and time inside and outside of the instance of SCP-2811 are instantaneously resynchronized. Due to the abrupt nature of this event, subjects inside SCP-2811, when the 9-minute period expires, suffer effects resembling severe decompression sickness. Known treatments for that condition have been proven to be equally effective in treating SCP-281's test subjects. Addendum 281A01. Recovery and preliminary containment notes. On 20, a remote monitoring system picked up encrypted transmissions emanating from a location in the mountains. After decryption, the transmissions were found to be reporting progress on a project referred to as the Full Circle, and SCP-281 was secured by a Foundation airborne recovery team during a raid on a fortified hiker's cabin. The device's creator, a 36-year-old African-American male identified post-mortem as exhibited erratic and aggressive behavior when encountered. No evidence exists of an affiliation with any known GOI or any other organization.
He's not Factory or Wondertainment or Anderson Robotics or anything like that. He's just some guy.
He's just something. Chilling.
He's just your local neighborhood African-American male.
Yeah, he's just some black
aggressive
guy.
and erratic. Who's
Zach
on Wallpaper
playing
Engine? How about
Yeah.
All right, who's
All right.
next?
Who's next?
Who wants to go next?
Am I going?
Next?
do you want me to read that
You
footnote?
would do?
Hey,
I'm
Dave,
good.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hey, do you want me to read that footnote first?
Sure.
Oh, I already
Hey.
read it.
Oh, yeah, well, I really do not care. Footnote
you're
one.
lame.
This effect is similar in nature to a wonder zoom feature of SCP-2445. While no link between the creation of these objects is believed to exist, examination of this documentation provides further insight into the nature of paratechnological temporal distortions.
That was a really good footnote.
I
Why did
I can say big words, unlike Jackson.
I'm
I'm a big-
sorry. Anyway,
Just in case you say
Dang,
small,
okay.
organic.
who's
The
next?
kid is
Organic
not
me?
answer.
I think it's Luke. Luke is next, correct?
Alright.
All right. SCP. Epi. SCP.
Why are you
What the
playing Metal Gear right now? What the
I'm
hell?
not. I'm not.
It says
Stop
you're
gaming.
playing Metal Gear.
Well, boo-hoo, I'm not.
SCP
I'm playing it
61.
right now.
Just go to SCP 61.
61.
Auditory
Auditory
mind
control.
There is stop playing wallpaper engine.
I'm gonna keep loading it up.
Stop.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm not.
Hey,
gonna-
read
I'm
it.
should I try and translate this article in Spanish?
Stop.
Okay, fine. The special containment procedures.
Hey, that's
The
SCP.
source code for SCP-061 is to be kept on a standard archive quality read-only data compact disc CD-ROM. 4 copies of the CD-ROM with the source code are to be stored in separate maximum security inanimate object lockers, except for purposes of approved experimentation. SCP-061 is not to be loaded, compiled, or run. Research proposals for SCP-061 thank you. Require written approval from Site Command. Only 1 copy of the CD-ROM containing the source code for SCP may be used at a time. The CD-ROM is to be returned to storage immediately after having been used to load the source code for SCP-061 or device. To a device. Ah! Do I keep going?
Yeah.
Yes, you keep going.
SCP-061 must never be loaded, compiled, or run on any device which has a connection to the internet, either directly or via another device. SCP-061 must never be loaded, compiled, or run on any device which is physically capable of wireless connectivity, regardless of whether that connectivity is in use. For purposes of approved experimentation, SCP-061 may be loaded, compiled, and run on an LAN consisting of no more than 3 devices plus peripherals. No devices are to be disconnected from the LAN during experimentation. Following the conclusion of experimentation, all devices within this LAN are to be immediately reformatted. Audio outputting peripherals for this LAN are to be contained within an observation chamber surrounded with noise-canceling vacuum insulation. In the event of a perimeter breach by hostiles during SCP-061 experimentation, all devices within the LAN are to be immediately destroyed.
Huh.
Hmm.
Sounds like
That
it makes
sounds
people do
saying-
wacky things.
You keep saying LAN. Why don't you just say LAN?
Because I'm
I haven't
cool.
really read it. What
I
is it?
guess it is
Can you
land,
summarize?
man.
Landman.
Huh.
We don't really know what
So
it does yet, but you're not.
Wait,
allowed
he
to
hasn't
say
read
it.
the description yet.
Isn't it just a computer program?
It sounds like something computery.
Well, read the description. We'll find out what it is.
SCP-061 is an acoustic computer program.
Acoustic.
Acoustic being developed by
SCP-061 is an
SCP
acoustic
researchers
computer.
with the intent of producing successful countermeasures to similar programs being developed by governments and individuals around the world. Inspired by research on data
Tentacion.
okay.
No.
SCP commands both the potential and harm in the ability to control the brain functions of other human beings. Laymen understand that music can elicit certain emotions and memories, or various sounds can elicit fear and excitement by simply being heard. Governments around the world have been attempting to expand on that premise for decades. SCP research is the first to elicit responses on higher mental activities. Parts of the brain affected by SCP-061 differ from those stimulated by data X or by the subliminal
Just-
messaging. Instead of acting on part of the brain that are thought to be in control of subconscious, acoustic frequencies produced by SCP-061 intercept conscious thoughts as they are produced and replace them. Instead of a suggestion, the human hearing center bisects the conscious thinking mind of the frontal lobe with the motor control cortical homunculus of the brain.
So I have a
This one's
question. Why didn't
weird.
they say and when they said the human
Oh my
human
God.
hearing sensor bisects the conscious thinking mind of the frontal lobe? Why didn't they say forebrain? Because I thought that was a pretty funny term.
This one is confusing.
Yeah,
That's just
I-
a computer.
I've read
lost.
this one. I've read this one before. Basically, it in layman's terms, it's just music that makes you do shit.
Okay. We know what it does now. Can we move
Also,
on? I don't want to
honestly-
read more paragraphs.
Mr. Jackson, I'm very sad. I had my screen ready to read it out, but no.
There's so many. There's so many. All right, let's just move on. This one's a
screen.
bit boring.
I think reading the whole Ouroboros cycle would be more entertaining than this.
Yeah, no, we're gonna.
Which it is, because I've done that.
All right, Jackson, go to 121.
Is that yours?
21?
No.
Secret number
Concrete
Cradle.
cradle.
and
That's what you were brought up
It's
in.
a
It explains a
Euclid.
lot.
about that's a candle.
Cradle.
I said
Yeah.
cradle.
Cradle. I wrote. Damn, dude. Cause
That's what you must have slept in as a child.
Raised
That
up from
explains
a
a
rocky
lot.
womb.
All right. So.
Explains a lot.
Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Containment Site 83 has been established outside SCP-121 to house personnel dedicated to the containment of SCP-121. The perimeter of SCP-121 is to remain fenced off from the surrounding area with guards stationed along the perimeter at all times. Guards are to don local military uniforms and remain heavily armed at all times. Rotation of guards is to happen every 4 hours. The surrounding population is to remain informed that SCP-121 is quarantined due to persisting hazardous material. Warning signs are to be placed every 75, 50, and 25 kilometers out along roads leading to SCP-121 to deter trespassers. Civilians who approach the perimeter of SCP-121 are to be reminded of the quarantine and forced to depart. Those who resist are to be detained for questioning. In the event that approaching civilians witness an active instance of SCP-121-1 or -2, Class A amnestics are to be administered. Any meteorological data that regarding SCP-121's anomalous effect is to be censored, and SCP-121 has been labeled as a no-flight zone to prevent knowledge of SCP-121-1 and -2. Site Task Force Iota 71 Home Wreckers has been established and permanently assigned to Containment Site 83 in response to the threat of SCP-121-2. They escort researchers interested in studying non-hostile interested in SCP-121-2, as well as neutralize any instances that have grown to potentially lethal sizes. In the event of an attempted containment breach, Iota 71 is to assist perimeter guards in the neutralization in the instance of SCP-121-2. Any buildings within SCP-121 that develop in SCP-121-2 are to be recorded and monitored at all times for transition into SCP-121-2. Instances of SCP-121-2 that become innately hostile upon transition are to be neutralized. However, passive instances may continue to dwell within the perimeter of SCP-121 for research purposes until they've grown to a size too dangerous to contain or become hostile, at which point they are to be neutralized. Okay, I need a break. That was a lot.
Why did you read so fast? What is such a pressing?
Hey, Will,
Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't catch that. Can you read it again for me?
The
I kinda lost
entire
you.
thing again? No.
Yeah, I didn't catch it
No,
either.
I'm sorry. I was looking at my phone.
I was trimming my nose hairs during that.
What?
You said
I didn't need to know that.
Oh my gosh.
That's honestly such a Christian moment.
Pretty sure you
I
said
didn't-
SCP-121-2 transitioning to 121-2 when you were supposed to say 121.
Oh, sorry, that was the nose hair clippings.
Vaccination?
I'm using a pair of pliers. I'm
I'm sharing my
sorry.
screen. What?
No, like a whole screen.
I don't think so. Don't you dare.
No. I just don't want you to tab out on the screen. There's nothing bad.
Okay, right. Should I keep going?
Hmm.
No.
Okay, here I
Surprise.
go. SCP-121 is the region of land occupied by the former town of Blank, Colorado. The town was home to roughly 6,800 prior to enactment of current containment protocol and holds roughly 3,000 buildings, both residential and commercial. Clouds above SCP-121 appear incapable of entering an area roughly 12 kilometers in diameter, instead passing around the area. It is speculated that this is related to SCP-121's range of effect, but it is not known how at this time. Buildings in SCP-121 will sporadically... Jackson mouse over the footnote.
What?
No
Mouse over the
footnote.
footnote.
No footnote. No.
No more than one at a time within 3 weeks minimum between manifestation. Okay, thank you. Detach from any
Aw.
foundations and ascend into the air. At this point,
Ascend.
these buildings are It's up! It's up!
No. They're going.
Wait. So is
They're
it
going
like
to Paradise
an
Falls.
Da-da-da-da.
Wait.
Adventures out there.
Oh,
Wait, is it like an area like where things just levitate?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Bro, it's literally a shulker. That's
Dude.
awesome.
Oh, dude. No, dude. If you look really,
Yo, I can do
close-
shulker noises.
If you look really closely, you'll just see a whole bunch of balloons tied to the house, bearing it up into the sky. Why do you sound like a parrot that's been smoking for 15 years?
I'm a shulker, man. Shut up.
God.
Okay, we need to stop. Okay.
I killed all the shulkers. They're all dead.
Oh, dude, genocide, epic. We stand.
Wait, there's one more.
What? I don't think you can say that, my guy. I'm sorry.
What? I'm white. It's fine.
You're not helping your case.
What? You want me to make a liar of myself?
I don't want you to talk.
I have to. I have to read the SCP.
Oh no, there's
document.
cave
Alright. Instances of SCP-121-1 ascend to a random height of a minimum of 45 meters. Regardless of the previous state of the building, doors and windows
No,
become
you're
locked,
dead. I killed
and
you.
any potential entry ways become barricaded by furniture inside.
I'm going to kill your shulker looking. You.
Shulker looking ass.
No!
You can't swear.
Shulker looking head.
Oh,
I
Jackson.
got your head built like a shulker box.
Jackson
Okay,
already did a
anyway.
swap.
Chrome dome
Anyway.
chicken
Yeah, I'm
bone.
gonna
Anyway.
be blurring them or doing the.
Yeah, you
the
can replace it with a
Okay.
fart sound effect.
Okay. Forced entry
please
shown an
don't do that.
increased ambient temperature of roughly 35 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in American.
That's like
A
90.
temperature.
90 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay.
I
And a
don't get
relative
Fahrenheit.
humidity of roughly 65%. That's a lot of humidity. But a lack of further anomalous properties. Instances of SCP-121-1 will see suspension after a minimum period of 10 weeks. So it's instead of up, it becomes down.
No.
Upside
That reminds me of this one.
No.
That reminds me of this one video called "Up to
I
Cog
found
gets
the
shot down
things
by an
they say
F-22
just can't
Raptor."
be
No.
found. Yes,
How could you
screw
do that?
Screw you, copyright.
It's really funny.
No, it's not. It's not
He's
funny.
he's
Let me
old.
just
He's gonna go
swing
be
this.
with his wife.
Oh my god, why are you a shulker? Stop.
95. I was off by
I
5.
cleared out this
Okay, hold on.
Ah! No, your shulker brain is hurting me.
Where are
I'm
we?
losing brain cells.
Late night PC Shulker edition.
The late night podcast coordination is that of the Blitzkrieg.
This is much less coordinated than the first episode, but it's also gonna be a lot funnier than the first episode.
Ah,
I think the first time we were trying to be funny.
Yeah,
what? No. It
The
was,
first time was
what
like
was
boring. to listen.
that?
Enderman.
Our first few were so boring,
Please
and this one
stop,
feels a lot
please.
better.
Stop
Yeah,
making
this
Minecraft
one-
sounds.
This
I
one's
love
a lot more
Minecraft.
natural.
The Enderman. When you make a shulker sound, I can tell what you're doing, but when you made the Enderman sound,
I'm not
it just
good at
sounded like a
Enderman sounds.
scream. Yeah, no,
Hey,
you're
wait,
not.
You guys want to
Stick
hear
to the
my? You
shulkers.
guys want to hear my?
Alright, okay.
We're
No,
so off
don't.
topic. Holy.
Hold on. We'll get back on topic. We'll get back on topic. Jackson, do you want to hear
When
my
we
Enderman
join a
noise?
call together, we all collectively have ADHD.
Yeah.
Jackson,
I literally have
Jackson.
ADHD.
the
I have
the more people with
ADD.
ADHD in this call, it amplifies the effect. It's like an extra.
Jackson,
That's gonna be a sound effect to blur out his
Jackson.
swears.
Oh my god,
Jackson.
yes. Slime me.
Jackson, Jackson. Dude, you're not gonna know if we're swearing or not.
Ow,
Alright.
my ears.
Jackson, you want to hear my Enderman noise?
Sure.
No, please.
I do. I want to hear.
Oh wait.
You got silence from us. You should have done something.
No, I know he did. He just did a little laugh. He's like,
I'm sorry. Wait, sorry. Let me try again.
giggles.
That would pick up.
Okay, go.
Just give up. Just give up.
No. This is important. This is important.
Sorry, was I supposed to make a noise? I didn't know.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
You
just
literally
give up.
wanted us to be silent.
God,
I
just
was
give up.
trying
Let
to
us
make-
do
I
this,
was trying to-
please.
I was
Give
trying-
up.
I was trying to make the noise.
Give up. Let's continue
Make
reading.
the noise. Do it. Put
It
your hands
can't-
together.
Doesn't pick up on the mic, and it makes okay.
No.
Instances of SCP-1
Thank you.
121-1 will see suspension after a minimum period of 10 weeks. Instead of up, it is down, but may remain airborne for no more than 15 weeks afterwards. Instances do not show any abnormal levels of durability, and near total destruction of SCP-121-1 upon impact with the ground is common. After impact, the remains of instances of
That's like
SCP-121-1
pie.
of rat god contain an
It's all how it will be.
overlaid object approximately 1.2
I'm some lemon-
times 1.2 by
Oh.
2 meters, composed of materials consistent with furniture found inside the home. Jackson, there's a footnote. Read it.
Sniff, sniff.
Examination of mostly intact instances
Zach
of
Winfrey.
SCP-121-1 showing
No,
absence of
but
previous
no!
Can you guys chill
You
out? He's trying to read.
No.
The object
No.
will begin to locomote on its own. At this point, it will be. It sounded like one of the operatives from the SCP containment breach game.
That's
How
what
do you
made me
know I'm
very
not?
uncomfortable, Zach. That was
How do you
very
know
you
I'm
sound,
not?
no. You sound
was
like
very
the,
mean.
You sound like the
Dude,
Half-Life,
dude,
one
he's
of the
part of-
Half-Life soldiers.
Stop,
part of
please.
I'm from
NPS.
Papers, please.
I'm very scared.
Dude, he's part of NPF Red Right Hand.
No, I'm a part of Village Idiots.
Spooky.
I want to be the Village Idiot. I have Village Idiots.
I want to join the MTF that was sent to the potato dimension.
I want to join the Fire Breathers of the Village Idiots. I want to join one
the
of the
IRA
two.
was sent to the dimension. That's their punishment.
IRS.
IRS.
You can't escape the IRS in the potato
IRS is in
dimension.
the
They will show up. They will get their taxes.
They're gone.
That's not what I
You
meant to
cannot
say, but
hide.
that's so
you
much better.
know what? I don't care about the potato dimension. I care about the end dimension.
Well, guess what? You're
All the
going to the
ends.
potato dimension, and you can't do
No.
anything about it.
The
No,
IRS will
dude.
come out of its potato dimension right in front of
No, dude, the IRS has colonized the potato dimension.
Wait, they
No, no,
have?
No.
Yes.
Wait, can I join them? How do I join them? How do I
No,
you
join
have
like,
to
them?
become a part of the IRS.
Wait,
If you
how?
don't pay your taxes, a portal shows
So
up
if I don't pay my
behind you.
taxes, I get
Potatoes
sent
fall
to
out
the
and
Bronx
IRS
Yeah,
dimension.
no,
just
that's
take
how
you in.
that's how they find you. They just open a portal to your like place of residence if you don't pay your taxes.
Holy,
and they
Yeah,
collect
we
it
have
from you.
one more. Please, can we finish? this?
Yeah. Okay.
No, we're making our own SCP. The IRS.
That's another
Yes.
episode. Another episode.
SCP
The
should
IRS.
Okay.
The IRS SCP.
No. They
You just
look
make a
like
whole
fire-
episode.
No. They look like the IRS, but they make shulker noises.
That is the IRS. What do you want?
The
They do
aliens.
that.
Are we gonna make 2 episodes in one night?
I think it's a bit over excessive, isn't it?
This
Yeah.
is
No,
just
my
taking
brain
too
will
long.
shut. My brain is gonna shut down in like 10 minutes. So we got,
Let's
Okay.
go.
Hurry up. Okay,
Let's go.
wait,
Go, Will,
who's
go.
reading? Oh, wait, me. Shit, I
Go,
forgot.
go.
The object will begin to locomote of its own accord. At this point, it will be referred to as SCP-121-2. SCP-121-2
Scroll
will
down.
begin to form a conglomerate with nearby materials, including debris from
Conglomerate.
SCP-121-1, flora, automobiles,
Hey, Zach,
air,
can you make that noise again?
vegetation, other buildings.
Thank you.
SCP-121-2 will continue to attract objects until it forms a body of material 9 meters in height, at which point the body will
literally
animate and
just
appear to
burped.
take on levels of sentience. SCP-121-2 may at this point begin to simulate ingesting other material. To continue growing at a considerably slower rate, ingestion appears to be the sole purpose of continued growth, as ingestions have gone for long periods of time with that material. Certain items have been known to attach to SCP-121-2 instantaneously despite size and lack of simulated ingestion.
Scroll down.
Instances of SCP-121-2 normally resemble animals capable of locomotion on land, but have been known to take on humanoid forms and forms that do not resemble any known animal. They are primarily docile and normally do not display hostility towards personnel unless provoked. However, SCP-121-2 instances have been known to form with innate aggressive and territorial behavior. This behavior has also been observed to develop following the accumulation of certain items, including firearms, bladed weapons, and in one example, the taxidermy head of a bear. SCP-121 came to the attention of Foundation when local authorities were flooded with reports of previously abandoned residents suddenly flying in the sky. That was evacuated.
It's in the air. Ooh.
It's
Love
up.
is in the
It's a bird. It's a plane.
Dude,
No, it's a
do you think-
house.
Do you think that this SCP was inspired?
No, you are a bad person.
All right. Anyway,
just got attacked by shulkers.
was flying in the sky. The town was evacuated because of a hazardous material spill at residents was observed. Once the SCP-121-1 transitioned to SCP-121-2, SCP-121-2 was quickly neutralized. Following the neutralization, other instances of SCP-121-1 developed. Footnote, Jackson. This is the only occasion on which the SCP-121
Can't
has gone
see.
so close.
The 3 next to developed above Incident 121-A.
On which the creation of SCP-121-1 has so closely followed the creation of an instance of 121-2. Ah, my notes.
What?
His nose hairs.
Okay.
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 On September 4th, 1998, a sound described as a muffin siren was heard for approximately 5 5 minutes. An active instance of SCP-121-1 was suddenly subject to an immense force following the sound, causing the building to prematurely break apart while suspended before the 10-week minimum. Neighboring towns reported hearing the sound. Local press were informed quarantine staff were being evacuated due to temporary elevation in toxic levels. The cause of the sound is currently unknown. Further research is recommended. 3 weeks following the sound in the direction of SCP-121-1, the remains finally fell to the ground. Inside the rubble were remnants of the ovoid object found in SCP-121-2, along with traces of aluminum slag. Incident
Slag.
121-B on what's the 5th month? It's January, February, March, April, May
Nice one.
9th.
Good job.
2012.
Proud of you.
A 1991
Love you, man.
Doge caravan was found
Doge.
suspended 53
Doge.
meters
Doge.
in the air. Initial surveillance at this time
Doggy.
is at this time impossible due to the
No.
windows being obscured by what appears to be wool cloth. Further observation of the vehicle is recommended. Okay, there we go.
That
I'm done.
was awful. You guys interrupted him so many times.
I mean, it's
It made it more entertaining. Think about it that way.
Be a pigman.
It was entertaining, but we didn't do it that much.
I got spotted.
Oh, hey,
dead.
ladies and
What?
gentlemen, it's time that we go to intermission.
Oh, can we talk about Star Wars? I want a
do
Star Wars
intermission at like the halfway point.
This is the halfway
Yes,
point.
this is the
now.
halfway
We're an
point. We're like an
hour
hour
in.
in.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're doing 2 hours?
No, we are not.
We're doing an hour and a half.
This is the
This is
intermission for another one.
point.
Hey,
This could be like-
how about
We're
we
literally
talk
at an
about-
hour and 23 seconds.
How about we
Well-
talk about our favorite SCPs?
This is
Whoa,
a good idea,
boo-hoo.
Darren.
We might be here for a hot minute.
Well,
we'll
we don't
only
have to
be
read
here
them
for a
all
minute.
out. We can just talk
I
about.
really want to
Yes,
play a
let's talk
Mori.
about them. Too bad.
Sure.
Like,
Oh, wait, so that on okay. Guys,
Okay,
what was a
we
joke?
can.
We can.
let's
We
just
can.
let's just do a
We
quick
can-
rundown of your favorite SCP. Jackson, go. Favorite SCP.
I like IKEA. Oh wait, I'm not Jackson.
Oh, you like IKEA?
Stop.
Okay, Jackson, Luke, you like IKEA.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
go
an
to
SCP.
this, and I'm gonna go to this. This is my favorite SCP.
Scratch and sniff.
don't know what
Thank
this
you,
is.
Jackson.
Oh wait, is it? Oh, I thought it was a candle one.
Wait, what's this one called? Scratch and Sniff JPEG.
I never read that one. It's actually a good. You should read it.
That reminds me of
Uh,
Jackson, can you make it?
Okay,
can
wait.
you make
I actually have a
SCP
favorite though. Let me just.
You have a favorite? Well, please inform us.
That SCP reminds me of my favorite
where is
SCP.
it?
Fucked up JPEG.
What
It's
is
somewhere. I think it's 5999.
Thing is, I don't
Oh,
really.
999. That's a good one. This is where I died. That's
Yeah,
a good
this is my favorite
Don't-
one. I'm not gonna
Don't
do it here.
read it because it
Oh, that
takes years.
I'm not
It
gonna
does-
do it.
Okay, okay,
Jackson
okay, y'all.
showed me, and it scared me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's.
Is this the
spooky.
one that did the thing at like 3 in the morning, Jackson?
Yeah, and it freaked the fuck
Okay.
out of everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's okay.
Okay,
I figured.
actually,
Do it.
does everybody know the meaning behind this one, or do you want me to explain it?
No, we'll do that later.
No, we don't
Next.
have to explain.
Next
it.
favorite.
Zach,
What?
favorite?
Just
go.
rush through it. Just rush through it.
Okay. My favorite is an O1 proposal. It's Memento Mori.
Oh, I like
Ooh,
Memento
good one.
Mori.
Memento
That's a
Mori.
nice one. That's a
I
nice one.
don't know so many.
Basically,
other
Memento
nice.
Mori is the gravestone
Shush.
of all the O5 council members. There
It's
you go.
not gravestones.
It
You're
kind
wrong.
of is, yeah. Well, it's
It's a museum that goes over the original O5.
yeah, and their deaths. Well, not
their
the original
deaths.
because Clef was in there, right?
I
I don't think.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like
Uh,
the first O5s before they started.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even
Yeah,
know
okay.
if I think in Memento Mori they just didn't.
Okay. Darren, go. Favorite SCP if you have.
I don't really like read for wiki much, but for one I like seeing and like for most is for Red Sea Object.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I
That's a
love
very
like for
good one.
Pocket Dimension and how it looks.
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Sea object
it
is
looks awesome.
fun.
Sea object. That's a good one. Luke,
Okay.
your favorite is IKEA. All right.
We already, yeah, he likes
He didn't
the
should have
Swedish
liked IKEA.
people.
I think IKEA cool.
He likes the Swedish meatballs.
I mean, they're good.
My
Stop.
Had Swedish
Stop.
meatballs.
Okay, we'll
All
go.
my favorite SCP is the Red Reality. I think it's a very good one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Drum.
It's a really
I think it's
sad
like-
one.
No red rum, you fool.
No.
Red rum. Red rum.
Oh, red rum.
All right. Now,
Ooh.
here's
Halloween.
okay, Zach. We've done something wholesome. Our
What?
favorite SCPs. Now it's time for our least favorite SCPs.
Uh-huh.
Curveball. Throwback to the first episode. Let's go.
I don't have a worse SCP, but for one,
So can you read
Oh.
Can you read SCP 3009 D9?
No, that.
What
No,
is my
but
least
what was
favorite?
That one, please.
That is my least favorite one
Adult
now.
content.
What is this? What?
What the fuck?
What is going on? Okay, everybody. Okay,
All right, that's the
okay,
late night
okay.
PC pod.
That was a podcast and a half.
Here on screen midway through the first scene where sexual intercourse
No,
takes place.
we